What's up, my geeks? Jeffrey Powers here from Geekazine Thing Magazine, putting a geek in you got me. Today we are playing, testing out some vertical gear, vertical software, and being also talking about Mac Minis. So if you are, if you're watching, come on into the chat, say hi. I'll just say hello here, and we can definitely talk. So. As you know, the studio has been really coming along. And let's see if I can zoom out so you can see the studio here. So this is kind of what the studio looks like. We'll just leave it like that. But as you can see, just having some fun getting everything back up and running the way that it was before. Really excited about that. And of course, I'm going to be trying to do a little bit more live content as we go. So, and as you, I don't know, I'm going to be launching a brand new channel, which is kind of exciting. On Friday. It is AI music, and I'm going to be doing holiday music. So it's called Holiday Happy Music on YouTube, and so you can check it out. It's all AI driven. There are going to be songs mixed in from the YouTube library, but it is definitely going to be a lot of AI driven music and a couple of songs that I'm really enjoying and having a lot of fun with. A lot of lyrics I'm writing. Some of the lyrics are a mix of AI and myself. I try to watch and see the lyrics that are created, and then so I don't have, it doesn't sound weird. And some of them, yeah, they don't sound great, but they capture the holiday spirit pretty well. And then, finding out the bumps in AI music is just crazy. Like, for instance, the newest bump in Suno and Udio, that's it. Suno and Udio is the fact that it will end the song and then all of a sudden start playing more of it. And there's a trim feature in there. And really, it's just funny. It's like, and we're going to go in and we're finished. But we're going to start again because we got some time to go in. Now we're going to finish. But we got a little bit more time, so we're going to go and we're going to go. So it does that. With Udio. Udio is it's like a 2-minute, 11-second song, whereas Suno can go 4 minutes. And with that, it allows you to... It can go in and out a few times. So, but anyway, you can check that out. It's going to be technically launching on the first day. We'll be doing some shorts, under 1 minute shorts, because I'm finding, and I've got a message into YouTube. It's like, hey, on the 15th, you said the shorts will happen. You said it would probably take about a week for things to move over. But now I've got shorts that I want to publish that are more than 60 seconds long. And there's no link back to the original song. So that if that doesn't get resolved by November 1st, I'm going to have to really figure out how I'm going to do this, because the whole idea of these shorts is to link back to the original longer video. And yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do that. But anyway, so that's what's happening with me. Of course, we do have the merchandise like 80s Jesus Saved Me one floppy at a time. You can definitely check that out as we go. And then, of course, the vertical format. Tell me if you see any glitches, glops, or gloops, and I can definitely work on that. I do have one small little gloop, and that's basically the internet connection. I have two Ethernet cables coming from this computer. One that goes to the cameras and doesn't really go out to the internet, and then the other one is supposed to go out to the internet. And sometimes they get confused and they just kind of clash. And if that happens, then everything freezes up. But if it freezes up, I fix it, and then we move on from there. And you'll see a small little bleep in here, but hopefully that won't happen here. So let's do this. We're now at 3 minutes. We've got a couple people watching. Feel free to say hi in the comments. Let's talk about this new Apple Mac Mini. I am impressed. I am surprised. I am really excited for this device. Now, some of you may know that Mac Mini, it goes into my travel rig really well, because I can put it into my bag, and I can also put my MacBook Air into the bag. And the whole idea is the Mac Mini goes in the bag, my MacBook Air goes in the bag, I have a portable router that goes into the bag, and that's, I can take that on the plane with me. I can take that wherever I go, and I can do a lot of stuff with that. So, like for instance, when I'm going to CES this coming year, Mac Mini goes into the hotel room with the portable router, sits in the corner, and does all the work that I needed to do. I then remote in via the MacBook Air, and then I do my work, and then I can disconnect from that while it's processing, uploading, whatever, and then I can take my MacBook Air and surf the web, watch a video, whatever. And then when I need to connect back to that, easy peasy. It is amazing. So now with this new M4 Mac Mini, which is only 5x5. I don't know how tall it is. It kind of looks like it's 1.5 to 2 Mac Minis, but we'll find out as we go. So really excited about this, because now it's very possible. I don't know what the weight is on this thing, but with the less aluminum, the less innards in there, they have, I might be able to actually travel with 2 Mac Mini M4s. And how cool would that be? Because now I've got more power to do more stuff, more editing. One could be editing, one could be rendering, one could be my laptop. So I have more cores, more separate machines in a portable space. And that's what really excites me. Another thing is right now I have an Intel Nook, which is my go out and shoot videos for whatever situation. Works well. Works well in 1080p. 4K, yeah, we get to that. We get to a kind of a level there. But, with the Mac Minis, I'm hoping that I'll be able to do 4K and do what I do with this and really power it up. Now, they skipped M2, no, they skipped M3, went straight to M4 from M2 Mac Mini. And that's pretty exciting. And they put more ports in there, although they got rid of the USB-A ports, which is okay. Now they have, in the back, they have 3 Thunderbolt, apparently all 3 of them are Thunderbolt 5 ports. I don't know if they'll run separate or they'll run together. And keep in mind, if they run separate, that means you can have 120 gigabits per second, 120 gigabits per second, 120 gigabits per second. Most likely they're going to be running in tandem. So that means when you plug in 3 things, they'll share 120 gigabits per second. On the front are 2 USB-Cs, but they are USB, they're just USB-Cs. I'm guessing they're running at 3.2 speed, not 4 speed, and they might run at 4 speed. I don't know. And that's what 20 gigs per second. So the front will have more than enough power, and the back will also have more than enough power. So I'll be able to plug in like my OWC hub and really use this for any type of production, which is really awesome. I can't wait to see how that works. So, but anyway, let's take a look at this. Let's see. There we are. So this is the Mac Mini with it's got Apple Intelligence. It's got up to 64 gigabytes of unified memory, up to 8 terabyte SSD. The only problem is that when you buy it, you have to buy it then, there, and now. You can, if you get less than 8 terabytes, you can't. I don't think you can. There's no upgrade module to it, and that's how Mac has been going. So. Anyway, so six times faster than the top-selling desktop PC, and which is interesting. And I'm wondering what they're calling a desktop PC is that a Core i9 top of the line with DDR5 with PCIe 5 in it? I don't know. They're just saying then the top selling PC. That could be an i5. That could be an i7. That could be a Celeron for all I know right here and now. So I need to check something here. Make sure I'm not doubling on the audio. I might be doubling on the audio. Let's do that really quick. Boom. Okay, so now you might hear that. This is what I'm trying to fix with this. So, okay, if I was, then sorry about that. If I wasn't, then now I'm not. So anyway, so now what we have is the we've got 14 cores, up to 14 core CPU, and up to 20 core GPU in this little box right here, which now I can put in my bag, easy peasy, without a problem. The M4 and the M4 Pro chips, not the M. I'm wondering why they don't make an M4 Max chip. They didn't make. I don't think they made the M3 Max chip. They made an M2 Max chip, but there is no Max chip, which is really interesting. Like I said, 2 USB-Cs in the front and 3 Thunderbolt, which they say Thunderbolt, but then later on they said Thunderbolt 5. And it's like, hey, that's great. It's 120 gigabits per second. I want that. But they really didn't go into it too much. So I'm wondering how that is going to play into things. 10 gigabit Ethernet option, which means you have to say, I want the option. And most likely it will come with a 1 gigabit on the base model. So keep that in mind. You have to do the customization to get 10 gigabit Ethernet option. Like I said, Thunderbolt 5 with M4 Pro. Okay, with M4 Pro, that means that if you just get the M4, there is no Thunderbolt 5. I think that's where, okay, now that starts to make sense. But with all of that, it's actually pretty amazing. And the best part about this is that I did the trade-in serial number just to check it out, and with my M1, it's well worth the upgrade. So I just got to wait for some funds to come in. So hey, if you want to help out, there's that supers thing that you can press on there, and of course watch some more videos, and buy some products from the videos. That always helps too. So, but anyway, so that's basically everything that's coming from there. I was hoping that a couple people would get on and talk about this. It's just the ability. Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about the 6K displays, three 6K displays. I can say that 10 times fast. That's gonna, yeah. If I, let's say I do video editing for somebody else, I could bring my Mac Mini and plug it into their monitor system, or bring monitors as well, and have a totally portable system. Of course, 6K displays are not really travel size as of yet, but if somebody made a way that those things could fold in, fold down, Mac Mini there, put it into a road case, and then head off, put the keyboard and mouse in there, of course, and any other stuff that's needed, then you could take this possibly even on a plane to a destination, set up, plug into their network, get all their credentials, get that all squared out, and then all of a sudden video could come in. You could be editing from there, or you could be editing from home. That works too. But that's pretty amazing. Plus, like I said, I can't wait to get one to try some streaming, to try some stuff like this, to see how this is going to really work, because it definitely is a good game changer for any type of mobile setup. And I'm really excited for this. It's not, of course, it's not out yet. They're expecting it to come out. What is it? At the end, they did say a date, didn't they? It is pre-order now. and I think it was in a few weeks. Let's just find out. Pre-order today, available next week. Okay, I thought it was 2 weeks, but it is next week. So you're ready for this little guy right here. I think I am definitely saying that this is a game changer for any type of content creator. Now, you might say, okay, I like the Mac, not the minis, but the Mac. I'm not thinking. Oh, what is it? You have the Mac Mini, you have the MacBook, and then you have the Mac. You know, the standalone Mac. And anyway, so you have those, and a lot of people, I figured that they would go more for the desktop models and more for the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pro models. But the Mac Mini, I find the Mac Mini to have so much more flexibility to it. And it's crazy. And now we're starting to get, the 1 gigabit per second, 3 gigabit per second connections. Running a Mac Mini into something that you can use as a long-time streamer, as a long-time other device, even for some storage, for some real intensive things to do. It's just, I'm just really impressed with how this device has outperformed itself and even gotten smaller. Now, you're thinking to yourself, wow, that's a lot of, you're really slathering it on. You're really, and it's true, because as much as I love Intel NUCs, they are not to the level of what this M4 will probably be. And since M4 has been out now in iPads, to put it finally into a desktop situation is going to be, it's definitely a game changer. Definitely a game changer. The only problem with it is some of the software that I run, that a lot of other video creators run, is PC based. The kind of saving grace is there's other software coming very soon. And I've seen some betas out there that have been pretty impressive. And I think that if some of this software doesn't start thinking about a Mac alternative, then it's not like they're going to go out of business. There's still a lot of people that use a PC. I still use a PC. I still love PCs. But being able to do the same stuff on a Mac on the go until something like a NUC can be created, a small PC can be created that can do the same thing as the Mac Mini is going to be doing, then I basically have to think about the change. So what does that mean for me? That means that I have to rethink how I do my setup. Now, you might not be a video guy. You might not be doing video editing. Maybe you'll be doing gaming. And I think this is going to be, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the merge between Apple TV and MacBook Air. Or I'm sorry, Mac Mini. Because it will have Apple TV functionality in there. You'll be able to call up the app and you'll be able to watch all your Apple TV. You'll be able to call up Netflix. You'll be able to call up Hulu, Paramount, and all the others. And then hook it up to your TV in your living room. So I would think of the Apple TV as the Mini Air. But this one will definitely do that and a lot more. And it'll be able to take your messages. It'll be able to add Apple Intelligence into your living room, more than just your phone and your iPad. Now, I've downloaded the Apple Intelligence on my phone, and I've been playing with it for the last few days, and it's really cool. The biggest thing is just that whole double tap on the bottom of the screen. I can't get it to do it. Maybe I got to be in. Okay, let's do it that way. Yeah, there we go. And I can type Siri instead of ask Siri. That's one of the things that I really enjoy about this whole Apple Intelligence. And I've said it on other shows. It's AI, but it's not AI, because Apple Intelligence is geared toward functionality, whereas AI is geared towards, we're going to do anything you ask us to do. And to be more specific, you have Midjourney to make your images. You have ChatGPT to summarize your whatever. You have, like I said, I'm using Suno and Udio for audio creation. There's other, so the AI can do a lot of different things, but Apple Intelligence does it organized, if that makes sense. So if you have, you want Siri to basically say, okay, I want you to organize this meeting. Done. We'll do it that way. So, and yeah, you can do fun things. You could say, hey Siri, make an image of me smiling or whatever. And it's just, it's now trying to figure out what I want. So let's just do that. Close that out. There we go. So it does have that functionality, but the focus is on turning your phone into something that's Apple Intelligence and not AI. And which is I'm pretty excited for. Very excited for. So we'll see what happens here. But I'm super excited on this whole thing. And it's all going to start with of course working on a new iPad, because I have the M1 iPad, and of course getting the M4 Mac, and make sure it's an M4 Pro, not the M4. There's nothing wrong with the M4, but the M4 Pro will give you that extra functionality, like the 10 gigabit Ethernet option. You'll have to add it. It'll cost more. Being able to add in more storage, being able to add in more memory. I think the 3 models that I saw were 16 gigabytes and 24 gigabytes of RAM, and doing a lot more with that. So pretty impressive, pretty excited about this whole thing. But the question I have for you is, what are your thoughts on it? Is an M4 a device that you're thinking of getting? Or are you going to wait for the MacBook Pro to come out? Or you make for the iMac, that's the word, the iMac version to come out? Or wait for the M5 altogether? Let me know in the comments below. Definitely say hi in the chat if you want to. But right now, that's basically my thoughts on this. I'm really excited to see. Let's get back to this here. Where are we? Here, I messed it up. There we go. That's a good shot right there. I'm really excited to see the Mac Mini M4 and bring that into the studio here. And I didn't even talk about gamers and how they're really getting into the gaming space. And that's what this is all about, is, getting the controller. A lot of controllers are cross between Xbox and PC and Mac, because they can do that now. So it's not a big deal. And the other thing is the mouse. The mouse has been upgraded. It's got USB-C. I don't know where that port is. I'm hoping it's not on the bottom. But I'm really excited to see how that mouse and keyboard play into this. So, but what are you going to get? Are you going to go for the M4? Or are you going to wait for something else? Let me know in the comments below. That does it for me for this. This was technically a test for Vertical, and I'll be doing some more tests with Vertical, talk about some technology as we go. So definitely go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, follow, bell notifications so you know when the next video comes out, and we'll go from there. Thanks a lot for watching. I know I did a little bit of ranting there, but I'm really excited. I really am excited for this new device, the the Mac Air. Ugh, I'm messing up. Sound like my mom. Jeff, get over here. I miss my mom. Anyway, the Mac Mini with the M4. So thanks a lot for watching. Once again, you guys geek out and take care.